Okay, baby, we got a brand new permission. Old farmhouse. We gonna find anything? Let's find out.
Boom! A Boy Scout rat.
Not a silver dime. I repeat, not a silver dime.
Oh yeah, silver, baby.
A weapon. Oh yeah, silver. Do you ever feel like you're being watched? I feel like I'm being watched. Hi folks, Steve Okino with History in the Hand Metal Detecting. We got a new permission. It's an old farmhouse that it's huge now that I get here, but the owners have decided to take it down. So I thought I'd dig around here and see what we could find. It was on the map in 1875, but they lived in it up until into the 2000s. So we're going to see what we can find. There's a cow pasture right next to it, and there's electric fence here with an electric fencer. So I'm guessing that's going to be a little bit of a nasty interference to my simplex, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, come on along and let's see if we can find a little bit of history to hold in our hands. Got a 92. Usually, that's a quarter. But that is awfully close to the surface. Clad 1998. On to the next. Okay. Looks like just a brass rivet with some of the leather still on it. Probably a piece of horse tack. That goes on the good side. On to the next. All right. We're on to something brass. Well, look, it's a thing. And I have no idea what it is, but it's brass. Huh. Your guess is as good as mine.
Boom! Silver, baby.
How can this be? Right on the surface? I find a 1941 and a 1943. This is silver. It's 1 shilling. What in the world? Here in Pennsylvania. That's crazy. I don't even know what this one is. But I do see 1941. What in the world have we found here? Super clean tone. 76, but it's a Lincoln penny. Oh well. On to the next. All right. I'm finding a ton of modern coins, and I'm really hoping that maybe on the other side of the house, the people from the 1800s drop just as many. Wish me luck. All right, I've moved around to the other side of the house. Should be getting some older stuff. However, that's only in my mind. I have to live dig a clean 92 signal. Even if it does wind up being a piece of aluminum trim. Oh, good grief. Well, not a quarter. Not a seated, not a barber, not a walking or standing liberty. It's just a piece of copper pipe. Oh well, On to the next. I thought I was digging a silver dime next to this huge oak tree. Instead, this thing's giving me the finger. Ah, of all the luck. Somebody lost a jackknife underneath the clothesline. I don't believe this was an 1800s one because of that design right there. Plus, it still has the wood on it. But we're holding history in the hand.
Break time. Well deserved.
Boom, baby! Silver! Got a merc. Ooh, you gotta love it. 1916. Just about the time I was getting frustrated with this place. This has been a property of isn'ts. It isn't a quarter. It isn't a dime. It isn't an Indian head penny. Let me spray this off and we'll get a close-up of it. That's beautiful. Hi, Lady Liberty. All right. Even though hard to know what we've got here. That's a coin, but we live dig a Lincoln penny. But that's the way it is. This cow fencer is driving my machine absolutely crazy. It really is interfering with the signals tremendously, especially the closer I get to the fence. 1984. Well, I guess a coin is a coin, isn't it, people? We'll put it in the bin. All right. On to the next. Look at that. That is the first one of those that I have found. Cub Scouts neckerchief holder. That's nifty. There's probably a way I can figure out what era that is from. I don't imagine that it's too old, but it's brass. So that's pretty neat. Wonderful. That goes on the good side. Stop recording.
I don't know. I feel like I'm being watched. Do you ever feel like you're being watched? I feel like I'm being watched.
I like working in front of a crowd. Spurs me on towards excellence. Yeah, I think we've definitely found ourselves a weapon. Oh, yeah. And this is not from the 1800s, but it still counts.
Pow, 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 pow. Oops, I think I just shot a cow by accident. 1862, Greenwood, China, Trenton, New Jersey, 1876. That's kind of an old plate then. Not a silver dime. I repeat, not a silver dime. Every 1800s foundation always produces one of these. A pressure washer nozzle. Yes! Not a Rolex, but it's kind of interesting to find a timepiece. This is not 1800s, that is for certain. Well, it was not battery operated, so it was before batteries, but very interesting. We'll put it on the good side. Well, it turned out to be a little bit surprising. I did not find many of the things that I usually find around old 1800s homes. Found a ton of modern stuff, and I think the fence did interfere. It was zapping at me the whole time, so I think that interfered with the sensitivity of it. But we did find some cool things. We're gonna lay them out here and let you see what we found. So it was interesting. You never know what you're gonna get. All right, we've got stuff laid out here, and starting with the junk, we have just a monstrosity of a collection of good for nothing rets of frets and blinking blanking stuff. And I did find some old cartridges and stuff like that, and actually found two of these pieces of copper pipe that turned out not to be barber quarters. Found a cap gun, found an old knife, and this is the interesting stuff right here. We just found a ton of modern stuff, but we found a 5 francs piece. We found 1943 shilling, which is silver. How it got here to Pennsylvania, no idea. And we found a beautiful 1916 Mercury dime, which is pretty cool. Plus, we found a wristwatch and a Cub Scouts or a scout thing, and this is being held on this Greenwood china from 1870 something. And that was just kind of buried underneath a tree. So, it was a very interesting day. Didn't turn out like I thought, but that's the way it is when we metal detect, right? You never know what you're going to get. But one thing's for sure. If you're not looking for it, you're not going to find it. Now get out there and start looking. Catch you next time on History in the Hand.